All right, welcome back to Ghost Lab. This week, we're going to test out the Paralamp Plus. Now, this is an EMF detector, but a little bit different from what we saw with the REM pod. Unlike the REM pod that puts out its own electromagnetic field, this guy detects electromagnetic fields. So, we've got a number of different things that we're going to test against it. Let's begin. We're going to start by touch and see if any object getting near the Paralamp Plus will set it off. Now, before we begin, it's important to illustrate how this device works. Open it, sets off a series of lights. The more electromagnetic field that gets detected, the lights will intensify up the lamp. So as we start with touch, closer I get, nothing. You can grab this thing. You can give it a little shake. No detection at all. Next, we're going to try walkie-talkies. We saw the effect that they had on the REM pod. Let's see what it does to the Paralamp Plus. We've got one just under the camera here. Let's turn this one on.
Power on. 8.
Turning it on initially. No detection. Move back. As you would expect, no detection either. Let's go ahead and press transmit and see what happens. Significant detection of EMF. Now, it should be noted that the walkie this is transmitting to is directly in line with the Paralamp Plus. Let's move it to the side and see what happens. Less intense, but still with a frequency hit. Let me back up. Directly in line with the other walkie. Still get a hit from about 5 feet away. Indirect line of transmission. Not so much. Detection, not nearly as strong with the walkie, but still can be influenced by the walkie-talkie for this Paralamp Plus. So next, I'm gonna leave my walkie sitting right next to the Paralamp Plus. Jason's about 10 feet behind me. He's gonna try and transmit through. Let's see if it lights it up. No response. Now, if I were to transmit to Jason, it lights up. Now, keep in mind, let's say I have this thing in my pocket that's undetected by the viewer during an investigation. Not a whole lot's going on. I walk up to it after I call out to a spirit. Oh, the spirit responds. Or does it? Walkie-talkies can be a problem with the Paralamp Plus. Next, let's test what a phone call will do to the Paralamp Plus. This is Jason's phone. We're gonna give myself a call. Let's see what happens. Phone call is being received by my phone, which is what we're recording on. Nothing. Let's try a text message. Text is sent. No detection. No need to test with Bluetooth off or with it in airplane mode. If it's not working directly transmitting through it, it's not going to impact it with airplane mode. Unlike the REM pod, the Paralamp Plus is not meant to detect temperature. But with that being said, let's see what we can make happen. Not surprisingly, a whole lot of nothing with this. Lastly, I want to see what happens when we move the Paralamp Plus EMF detector by an outlet. We do see, as we could expect with EMF detection, that we do get a signal. As we move it closer to something that is actively receiving electrical input from our outlet, the source gets even higher. Now, of note, this is about 2 feet away from the outlet, no activity whatsoever. From about a foot, still nothing. In order to get this thing as a hit from an outlet, it's gotta be directly next to it. All right, that's it for this edition of Ghost Lab. What would you like to see us test against the Paralamp Plus? In my opinion, it's a pretty good piece of equipment. We'll see you next time.